April 16, 1984, Highland Park, Los Angeles, 9 a.m. A Korean immigrant couple unlocks the door to a 900-square-foot clothing store. They've got $11,000 to their names. He worked as a janitor, a gas station attendant, washed dishes. She was a hairdresser. Neither went to college. Neither speaks fluent English. This is the exact moment Do-won Chang and Sook Chang opened Fashion 21. Within 1 year, they'd make $700,000. By 2015, they'd built an empire worth $4.4 billion. 794 stores across the world, a combined net worth of $5.9 billion, but then everything fell apart. September 2019, bankruptcy, lost their billionaire status. February 2020, sold their company for 81 million pocket change compared to what it was worth. March 2025, bankruptcy again. Every single US store closed. So what happened? How did two immigrants with nothing build one of the biggest fashion empires in America, then lose it all? Not once, but twice. And here's the real question. Did they steal their way to the top? Because the answer's way more complicated than you think. The American dream starts with $11,000, 1981. Do-won Chang and Sook Chang arrive in Los Angeles from South Korea. He's 27, she's 18. They're newly married. Do-won had worked in coffee shops in Korea. Figured that'd be his ticket to success in America. It wasn't. Instead, he worked 3 jobs just to survive. Janitor, gas station attendant, dishwasher. Sook worked as a hairdresser. They barely spoke English, had no money, no college degrees, no connections. But here's what nobody tells you. Do-won noticed something while pumping gas and cleaning toilets. The people driving the nicest cars? All in the fashion industry. I noticed that the people who drove the nicest cars were all in the garment business, he later told reporters. The $700,000 gamble. So in 1984, they scraped together every dollar they had, exactly $11,000. April 16, 1984. They opened a 900-square-foot store at 5637 N Figueroa Street in Highland Park. Called it Fashion 21. The strategy? Sook picked every single item. She had this almost supernatural ability to spot trends before they exploded. They targeted the Korean-American community. Cheap, trendy clothes, fast turnover, new inventory constantly. First-year sales, $700,000, not profit, revenue. From a tiny store in a neighborhood most people had never heard of. They started opening new stores every 6 months. But they still hadn't created the thing that would change everything, the name that would define fast fashion. They changed the name from Fashion 21 to Forever 21. Why 21? Because, as they explained, young adults saw 21-year-olds as having the independence they so desired, and older adults fondly remembered being 21 and unburdened by life's obligations. Brilliant marketing. Except they didn't have marketing degrees. Sook just understood people. The brand exploded. 1989, first mall-based store in Panorama City, California, 5,000 square feet. 1995, expansion beyond California, Miami. 2001, first international store in Canada, and then they made the move that would cement them as legends. The Times Square Monument. They opened a 90,000 square foot flagship store in Times Square, New York. Not just any store, the biggest Forever 21 on Earth. Visitor frequency, 100,000 people per day. By this point, Forever 21 wasn't just selling clothes. They were selling a lifestyle, an identity. Teenagers could dress like they shopped at expensive boutiques for a fraction of the price. But behind the racks and the fluorescent lights, something darker was building. The fast fashion formula. Here's how they did it. Sook Chang would look at designer runways. Marc Jacobs, Michael Kors, Diane von Furstenberg. According to the New York Times, while it takes a designer like Marc Jacobs or Michael Kors several months to get clothes into stores after their debut on the runways, Forever 21 delivers interpretations of the same looks within 6 weeks. Notice the word, interpretations. They didn't hire designers. Instead, they employed what they called very savvy designer merchants. And they changed merchandise every 6 to 8 weeks to keep up with trends. The numbers go absolutely insane. 2006, added men's line. 2007, added lingerie. 2009, added plus-size brand Forever 21 Plus. 2011, $1.4 billion in assets. $124 million in profit. Forbes estimated the Chang family was worth $2.2 billion. They opened flagship stores in London, 35,000 square feet on Oxford Street, 68,000 square feet in Westfield, Stratford City, stores in Brussels, Antwerp, Barcelona, Vienna, Paris. By 2013, over 480 stores. Revenue hit $3.7 billion every 60 seconds. Teenage girls somewhere on Earth were buying Forever 21, the peak, the absolute height, $4.4 billion in global sales. 794 stores worldwide. Do-Won and Sook Chang's combined net worth, $5.9 billion. Their two daughters, Linda and Esther, worked as executives in the company. Linda as executive VP, Esther heading merchandising. The ultimate immigrant success story. From washing dishes with $11,000 to being billionaires. From not speaking English to running a global fashion empire. But here's where the story gets dark. The lawsuits start piling up. Diane von Furstenberg sues Forever 21 for copyright infringement. That same year, Anna Sui sues, Gwen Stefani sues, Travada sues. By October 2007, over 20 lawsuits. The New York Times noted that American law does not protect clothing design from being copied, but these weren't about clothing designs. These were about fabric prints, logos, trademarks. Susan Scafidi, a copyright law expert, said Forever 21's design process probably looks a bit like a crime scene, with the chalk outlines of the garments they're copying. And that's when everything started falling apart. The copycat lawsuits explode. Here's what nobody talks about. Forever 21 faced more than 50 copyright lawsuits from designers, celebrities, and brands. Gucci sued them for using blue-red-blue stripes. Adidas sued for copying the three-stripe design. 2019, Ariana Grande sued for $10 million. Forever 21 had tried to get Grande to endorse them. She declined. So they posted Instagram photos with a Grande lookalike wearing Forever 21 clothes, posing like Grande's Seven Rings music video. They even used her song in the promotional videos. Grande's lawyers sent cease and desist letters in February 2019. Forever 21 ignored them. Not just fashion lawsuits either. Autodesk and Adobe filed a joint lawsuit claiming Forever 21 used pirated copies of their software. They were making billions, and they wouldn't even pay for legitimate software licenses. But it gets worse. The business model was broken. While Forever 21 was expanding physically, they ignored the internet. E-commerce was only 16% of their sales. Their competitors, Zara, H&M, they were investing heavily online. But the real killer, Shein. Ultra-fast fashion from China, cheaper than Forever 21, faster trend turnover, fully online. By 2018, Shein's app had been downloaded 200 million times. Forever 21 was stuck in malls, and malls were dying. Wait, let me put that in perspective. Between 2015 and 2018, Forever 21 expanded from 7 countries to 47 countries. We went from 7 countries to 47 countries within a less than 6-year time frame, and with that came a lot of complexity, Linda Chang admitted. International stores were hemorrhaging money. Canada, Europe, and Asia were losing approximately $10 million per month. They'd opened stores that were too big, mini department stores that became unproductive, as one retail expert put it. The Changs lose everything. 2017. Revenue dropped to $3.4 billion, down from $4.4 billion. 2018. Revenue fell again to $3.3 billion. July 2019. Do-Won and Sook Chang were no longer billionaires. Their combined fortune had dropped to $1.6 billion. September 29, 2019. Forever 21 filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. They closed 350 stores globally, pulled out of 40 countries completely. Japan, Canada, most of Europe, Hong Kong, Portugal, England. September 2019. They didn't pay rent on any of their stores to preserve cash. The company that once employed 43,000 people was down to 32,800. Every single store in entire countries gone. The $81 million humiliation, February 2nd, 2020. Forever 21 reached a deal to sell all of its assets. The buyers, a consortium, Simon Property Group, Brookfield Properties, and Authentic Brands Group. Sale price, $81 million. Read that again. A company that generated $4.4 billion in sales at its peak sold for $81 million. That's not even 2% of their peak annual revenue. Do-won and Sook Chang lost the company they'd spent 36 years building. Their daughters Linda and Esther, out. New CEO appointed, Daniel Kula. But the story didn't end there. The new owners tried everything. Partnered with JCPenney, signed a deal with Shein in 2023. It didn't work. Authentic Brands Group CEO Jamie Salter later admitted, "Acquiring Forever 21 was the biggest mistake I made." But here's what happened next that nobody expected. The final collapse, March 17, 2025, Forever 21 filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Again, this time, there was no rescue. The operating company, F21 OpCo LLC, listed liabilities between $1 billion and $10 billion. Assets? Between $100 million and $500 million. Liabilities were 10 times bigger than assets. The company announced liquidation sales at all remaining U.S. stores, 540 locations, all closing. After 41 years, Forever 21 ceased to exist as a physical retailer in America. The brand itself, still owned by Authentic Brands Group. They can license it, online only, through JCPenney, a shadow of what it was. Where are they now? Do-won and Sook Chang, still worth over $1 billion according to reports. Most of it from the real estate they'd accumulated during the Empire years. They run the Chang 21 Foundation, donate to churches and faith-based groups. Do-won still does missionary work. Their daughters Linda and Esther, no longer involved in Forever 21. The stores are gone. The empire is gone. But they're still billionaires who lost an empire worth 5 times more. The real question. So here's what I want to know. Did Forever 21 deserve to fail? On one hand, 2 immigrants with nothing built a $4.4 billion empire through hard work, hustle, and understanding their customers better than anyone. On the other hand, 50-plus copyright lawsuits, pirated software, labor violations, toxic jewelry. They copied, they exploited, they ignored the law until it caught up. But maybe it wasn't the lawsuits that killed them. Maybe it was refusing to adapt, expanding too fast, ignoring e-commerce when the world moved online. Or maybe it was inevitable. Fast fashion is brutal. The moment you stop being the cheapest and fastest, someone else takes your place. Shein came for Forever 21 the same way Forever 21 came for the designers, from $11,000 to $5.9 billion to bankruptcy. Twice. Turns out you can build an empire by copying, but you can't sustain one the same way.